Okay, boy, we got a big question to start the show, and we're going to kind of start in the future. Rideshare companies Lyft and Uber, they've now teamed up with one of China's biggest AI firms to bring driverless cars, also called robo-taxis, to Europe. It's not too far away, by 2026. Okay, driverless taxis in Europe, 2026. You're going to go get your latte, your gelato in a, driverless car. Would you use this, is the question.
Wow.
Wow.
I already love y'all.
So
Good.
okay, you're not going to like me because I have. So I have used one in California. They have a program called Whimo, and it's quite popular there. And here's a video of my ride. It was so easy to use. You go there, you press a button. Your Spotify just totally is already linked.
Ghost
so it's playing
driver,
your music.
ghost. It looks like a ghost.
You can see, yeah.
Oh,
it's pretty creepy
my
when you're
gosh.
first into it. But this was a 4-minute drive. We would have walked, but it was raining, so we used a Whimo to get to the restaurant. But it's a little freaky at the beginning, but it was a pretty cool experience.
Can I ask you a question? Did you read the fact, because I actually didn't know about Whimo until you said it, until I did this research, that they had recalled 1,200 robotaxi due to software glitches causing crashes, I think, in the past year. So, like,
Did I
would
know?
that
I did not
have
know
deterred
that.
you?
This is March break this year.
Okay, so if you knew that going in, would you have done it?
I probably would have done it, but I wouldn't put my kids in it. My kids were in a different
Okay, you
one.
would have done it without the kids.
Yeah, I would have tried it just
But your
because.
kids need you, darling.
I know. Here's the thing. It did have one glitch though that I have to mention. So at the end of the drive was great, but at the end of the drive, it dropped me like right in the middle of the road.
Oh,
so it wasn't like it pulled over. It was
then
just
how do you get out?
Get out.
Yeah, it was basically like get out, and I'm like.
And you can't get out.
I get out
I have a
here.
question. You can't get out until it unlocks the doors, right?
Yes. Yes.
That's all I needed to hear. No,
Did
thank
anyone
you.
see the movie Christine? It's about a car that like goes crazy and starts killing people who get inside of it. It's a ghost story. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not into this. Are you into this?
I'm not into this, but for a different reason. The safety thing is at the top of mind, but I also think that we have to think about people's jobs. I know we're heading into the future and there's a lot of great technology, but the taxi drivers already took a major hit when they allowed Uber and Lyft into a lot of cities. And I just think if we allow this, we're not considering the people. There are people who feed their families with this job. There are people who come to this country and this is how they navigate and figure things out. And I'm not comfortable with another set of technology coming in and we're dismissing or not thinking about how this is going to impact people who have a real life and a mortgage to pay and they'd like to put their kids through college. So for me, I'm not saying you can't do it, but if we are going to allow it, I'd like us to put a limit on the number of cars. Well, not these ones because they're dangerous
You know
and
what,
kill
but
you.
having said that,
I would like
on
to
the
put a
road.
limit on how many
Yeah.
of them can be in the city because I think it's not fair to people. And I have sat in many wonderful cab with lots of great drivers and heard all about their life story, and I don't want to give that up. I like people.
I agree.
I don't want to see that happen to them.
I'm going to agree, but I'm going to be the Debbie Downer on that side. There are amazing cab drivers
Yeah.
in this city, cities across the country. There are also really problematic drivers, okay? And I hope that I'm talking about a minority, but the New York Times just dropped a huge article today, and it was basically about the reports of sexual assaults by rideshare drivers. And so the sad part is, for that hopefully small number of people who are the bad players, I speak as a woman. I have now thought about maybe I don't take a ride share when it's late at night because I'm in a car with a stranger. And I will say the reason why I would get in a driverless car is because A, I would rather be in a driverless car than in a dark back road with somebody I don't know. I'll be honest, that's just me.
Yeah.
The other part is the crash part. 94 to 96% of all car crashes are caused by human error. So why don't we just take the human out? And then see what happens. I don't know. There's a risk on both sides. So I'm just trying to think, like, this is the way of the future. It sure sounds like it. So should we just get on board?
Do you worry about
I don't know.
hackers, like, too? Like, I'm thinking about,
Hackers?
like,
Yeah.
Okay.
hackers are getting into everything. And, like, I feel
mean-
like you're not worried about this at all.
Well, the reason I'm not is because your stat, like you pointed out something. We're talking about 1,200 crashes. Horrible. Shouldn't be one crash. But how many crashes are caused by humans? Like, what are the stats? How many cars have there been?
When you do
like,
a comparative look at it.
I don't know. I still think we're safer. Like, I really do.
Should we be fear-mongering and talking about how many people crash? People crash cars, people who are in cabs, they're in Ubers, that happens all the time. Should we be fear-mongering and saying, oh, well, it's safer if we have a driverless car because
But I think
of
you have
all
to
these
just look at
stats.
statistics.
Getting
like,
in a car in itself and getting on the highway is dangerous.
Absolutely. It's still, it's actually more dangerous to
Yes.
drive than it is to fly. I mean, we certainly know that.
Yeah.
But a driverless car doesn't have drunk driving problems.
Right.
Is not texting, hopefully.
But
your
the
car be
drunk
driving?
driver,
The
wait,
texting is part of its job.
but the drunk driver can still hit your driverless car.
You know, but yes, but that's the point, is you're seeing more and more of these hit the road. So if you take the human
Less drunk
error
drivers.
element out of
Yeah.
it, again, this is new, but it's the way of the future. So
Yeah.
glad you survived.
Yes. Thank you.
And shared the tale
And
with
never
us.
get
Tell you
back
the
in
story.
another one.
You know what? The other thing is watching the way my kids play Mario Kart. They should not be in driving. They should not be driving. So if driverless cars can be around for them, I think we'll all be
It's true.
safer.
It's true. It's true.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.